So you want to give your images that beautiful glow and also a hint of halation, which by the way looks gorgeous in old films. So I chose two beautiful clips, but one is very dark and one is very bright. So in this way you'll be able to see the difference, because the bloom and the halation will look different depending on the luminosity of the clips. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we're going to have to duplicate this clip, and for that we're going to press Alt and drag it up. We're going to select it, we're going to go to Effect Controls, and we're going to add three effects. One is the ASC CDL effect, the Luma Key effect, and the Gaussian blur effect. Okay, the most important thing is for you to choose the blend mode of this layer, because if you don't set it to lighten, it will not work. So just set it to lighten, and then as you can see, the ASC CDL has a red slope, a green slope, and a blue slope. We have to set the green slope to 0 and the blue slope to 0. Let's just play first with the blurriness, and as you can see, nothing really happens. But when we increase or decrease the threshold and the cutoff, you can see the effect coming on. So I'm going to leave it like this. Of course it's too much, and now we're going to control it by setting the blurriness lower, and now it looks great. I mean, it could be better, it's a bit too strong, but just for the purposes of the video, it's okay because you can see it. I would prefer it to be lower, but of course I can always control it by using the blurriness slider, and now it's just barely visible, but very nice. Now we're going to add the bloom effect, and for this we're going to duplicate the layer one more time by clicking Alt and then dragging it up, and we're going to remove only the ASC CDL effect from this. Now, by increasing the blurriness, you're already going to see the effect in action, but it's not in the correct luminosity range. So we're going to leave the threshold at 100% and then just play with the cutoff. And just like that, let's see a before and after. Yep, dreamy and just the way we want it. Okay, so now for the second clip, we're going to duplicate it, just like before, by pressing Alt and dragging it up. Okay, now we're going to add the ASC CDL effect, the Luma Key, and the Gaussian blur. And everything is pretty simple, just as before. Green slope, set it to 0, blue slope, set it to 0. Don't forget to change the blending mode to lighten, or else it won't work. Change the blurriness value, and then just play with the cutoff and threshold. And as soon as you're happy with the result, you are done. So let's see. I hope it's a very subtle effect. I don't like it to be very strong. And yeah, you can see it on her hair and on the window border. The effect is working and it's not too overpowering. Yeah, looking great. And now let's just add the bloom. And we're going to duplicate the clip again by pressing Alt and dragging it up. And now just remove the ASC CDL effect. It will look bad because we haven't messed with the settings just yet. Set the threshold to 100 and then just play with the blurriness and threshold. So you can set the threshold to about 45 in my case, not in all cases, and just take a look at this. I mean, it looks so dreamy. And yeah, it might not be for everybody, and it depends the kind of look you want to achieve, but I hope you learned something new, and see you in the next one. Bye.